Yeah, he's sick and you're like struggling.
I'm pulling through. You know what it is? Because this is my life.
Yeah, he's always pulling something.
And I don't have
you
much
usually
going
his
on.
dick.
What?
Huh?
Bro, you're only running on Red Bull and Dayquil. Like, you're barely hanging on.
I feel like you're judging me instead of being proud of me. And I don't know what to feel.
You know what? Yeah, fair. Be
I
proud.
guess this dynamic trio, and this might be James.
This might be Alex.
This might be Patrick.
And you're listening to the number one podcast in this house.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Our last episode, Alex did a really fun.
Lyric game.
And now I'm going to give it a shot. But we're going to do it with K-pop lyrics and American lyrics.
Oh.
I want to see if you guys can guess which or which.
I'm from one of those places.
And you'll never know which one. All right. Ready? So first one. Are you guys ready? I'm going to just read snippets, and you guys tell me if it's, well, maybe not American, actually. I'm looking at some of these artists. English
Okay.
or originally Korean.
Okay.
All right. First one.
Hang on. How many are you going to do?
I don't know yet. I'm going to see how this goes, and then we'll cut it off from there. You guys
Okay.
don't have to keep tally, honestly, for this one, just if you guys want to.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
you want to keep tally?
I'll keep telling.
Sure, sounds good. Ready? First one. If you're struggling like I am, can we make things a little easier? I should have treated you better when I had you. How about you? Are you really fine? Guess our breakup is setting. I sure forget you, but it's not easy.
That?
I'm going Korean.
I'm also going to go Korean. My thought process, it just sounds so nice
Yeah.
and well spoken.
Yeah.
And Americans, we don't do that. We're
Yeah.
messy.
We're fucking bogus.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
messy. We're dirty bastards.
All right, give yourselves a point. That was Korean.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ready? Next one. Number 2. When I'm lost, when I'm low, how do you always know? Oh, you're right there to save me. At the end of my road. When I'm floating in space, how do you stay in place?
I'm going to go American because I feel like Americans like space.
I'm going to go with American
Because we've been there.
I'm going to go with Hell yeah, we beat them to the moon.
Yeah.
Space is ours. Okay.
Plant the flag.
So
Colonized.
the reason
Colonized.
I'm also going to guess American, but only because I feel like the translation wouldn't rhyme like the way those are rhyming.
Keep in mind, the website I use to get the Korean translations
Mm-hmm.
filled in the blanks to make it make sense and make it go properly.
Okay.
Using some AI.
Oh, probably not. These are
Okay,
kind of other
okay.
websites.
Okay, good to know. Can you read them again?
Yeah.
Wait, you haven't decided yet?
No.
Okay.
When I'm lost, when I'm low, how do you always know? Oh, you're right there to save me at the end of my road. When I'm floating in space, how do you stay in place?
When I'm lost, when I'm low. Give me head.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Alex?
I said American.
Oh.
I'm going to go Korean.
All right. And this one was John Legend, Wonder Woman.
Oh. Wait, was that 2?
That was 2.
Also,
Okay,
I don't know if
okay.
I'm using the word American or just English.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think in some of these guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true. Sorry. Yeah, because I
Okay,
also
so-
said American. My bad.
Yeah, it's my
All
bad.
right, English or
Okay, so
Korean?
I got that wrong.
Next one. Ready?
Yes.
Number 3. Touching you slowly. Love how you hold me. I was a player. That was the old me. I sent a prayer for something holy. Got naked and show me.
English.
Ooh. I'm also go American because they talked about nudity.
And
Oh.
my very, very Western sort of like idea of it is that I know very little about Korea, South Korea.
Oh.
That from what I hear, they're very.
But he knows a lot about North. He's a big fan of North.
Oh.
Is that
They have a
they're-
poster, right?
No, they're
A shrine.
From what little I know, shrine. Fuck you.
You do your bows every day, right?
Yeah.
You're like great leader or something.
Yeah.
Like who never poops ever because he burns up all of it from working so hard.
Yeah.
Working so hard.
That's what they. Oh my god. My guess is yes. From what little I know, they're a very conservative country.
Okay.
So I imagine that they probably would not have those kinds of lyrics. So I'm gonna go with that's an English song.
And Alex said English too?
But keep in mind, they also came out with Squid Games.
Keep that in mind and keep in mind. Yeah.
Violence and sex are different.
I've also never seen Squid Games.
What, you haven't?
No.
What? You're trash.
Dude, I haven't seen it either, but I thought you saw it.
What? You haven't either? And you're freaking out on me?
Yeah, because I'm
freaking out on both of you.
Yeah,
I'm
we
con-
both suck.
I'm contrarian. That's why I didn't watch it.
Everybody sucks. Callback.
I'm
All right.
American.
Okay, so is it English or Korean?
It is Bazi. I fly. So
English.
English.
Yes.
English. Oh, okay. All right, cool. I got it right.
Nice. Good job.
I love that song.
Really?
Yeah, I
Nice.
didn't even know.
I'm grabbing verses that I'm like, they don't know. They don't know.
I love Bozzy.
I have no idea who that is.
Really?
All right. Ready? Goddamn. You walk on a runway, something like a Broadway. Cigarette in your mouth. honest without holding back. Don't think I can reject you. Yeah, wait.
I'm gonna go Korean.
Okay,
'cause
if
I
you guys
feel like
can't tell, by the way, it's a rap song. I'll give you guys that hint. It is a rap song, or I don't know what you call it, but not rap, but it's rap.
Okay.
I'm gonna say rap.
K-rap.
Honestly, I actually do feel like this is Korean.
Yeah, I feel like it's really, really beautiful.
What?
It's beautiful.
Because I got like
it's poetry.
I got like
he's like, are you sure?
because for an English rap song, it's too tame. And I feel like over there, again, leaning on what little I know about.
Yeah, but
that.
like, think about James Arthur. He's he's English and he's tame.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's like
There are
singer-songwriter. He's like a singer-songwriter
Yeah.
type, so he's supposed to be sort of more sensual.
Yeah,
But
That's hot.
oh,
just-
and he did say rap.
yes, and he
That
said
makes
it's
sense.
hip hop, so I can imagine
I
that
didn't say
for
hip-hop.
over there or whatever, if
Yeah.
it's like rap, hip hop adjacent, I don't
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
that they could allow that. Just be like, yeah, no, we allow that because it's that genre of music. So I'm gonna guess that's a Korean artist.
And you said Korean too?
Yeah.
That was Korean. You're right.
Let's go!
Yeah, dude.
Gang,
She's
gang,
alive.
gang.
We're doing so much better than this one. Then
You did
yeah,
not do
dog.
that. You're missing one, sir. I don't hype yourself up.
I got 3 right and 1 wrong.
That is true. You
Yes.
are doing pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Free rent. Oh, sorry. Number 4. Free rent.
Already it's K-pop because America could never do free rent.
Free rent. Living in my mind. But then something happened one magical night. I forgot that you existed.
Korean.
Oh, wait. Free rent. In my mind. Say again.
Free rent. Living in my mind. But then something happened one magical night. I forgot that you existed.
Oh, it's poetry, dude. I'm gonna go Korean.
Korean?
Yeah, Korean.
This was Taylor Swift. I forgot that you existed.
Oh
Bitch,
my
you listened
God.
to Taylor Swift. How did you not know?
I knew it was poetry though.
I'm gonna say this. I thought I was like, I'm gonna have a bunch set up just in case, and this is going so well.
Yeah.
We're calling conversation. This
Yeah.
is how you podcast.
By the way, we're on number 6. Cause,
Oh, my bad.
yeah.
All right.
Wait, we're on 6.
I
Yeah,
thought we
we're-
were enough. And this next one was fine.
Now is next is 6.
Yeah, next to 6.
Yeah. Okay.
Next one. Ready? We from the bottom. I caught you, bae. We're a little fast. We 7, mates. Look closely. We got us. Tell me what you wanna. Whoa. By the way, whoever wrote this one, because I took it all. I shouldn't have done this.
Yeah.
I went to the Google Translate thing,
Uh-huh.
like the Google Translate. You know, how they make their own version of like translation stuff like that, and they do a separate one for lyrics.
Uh huh.
They break up every single kind of lyric in different.
Wait, so you basically just told us that it's Korean?
No, I took it from I took all of it from the same Google lyric app.
Oh, okay.
I didn't. Yeah, I
Okay.
got lazy. And,
Gotcha. I'm gonna go with Korean on this one too.
okay,
I am going to go English.
okay. This was BTS.
Oh
Yeah.
We're on BTS.
I figured.
All right, we're almost down to the last few. Ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times, I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times, I fear myself.
American.
America, because we're all just kind of scared of ourselves.
Yeah, we have an intense fear of who we are as individuals.
I don't
Yes.
think this guy's American, but Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
I keep
Shallow.
saying America. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
English.
English. Yeah. So we got that right.
We got it.
You
Yeah.
got that right.
Yeah, we're angsty.
We're just trying to figure ourselves out.
Yeah. But also not because it brings vibes.
Ready? This is the time. Girl, you can do it. Your eyes have met. Love is timing. You might regret it. You missed this chance. Love is coming. Have more courage. Don't hesitate anymore.
Korean.
Korean. I feel like in their songs they always say the word girl.
Okay, well, you were right. It was Korean
Let's
twice.
go.
I have last 2, and these are fast now. Ready?
Okay.
All right. Next one. Trying to erase myself and make me your doll. Love you so bad. Mold a pretty lie for you. Love it so mad.
American.
I'm gonna go English as well.
That's English. Again, it's just angst.
And the word Trina.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then it's like beautiful lie. You know what I mean? It's like it's so.
All right. That was Fake Love by BTS.
Oh,
Yeah.
Snap, Crackle, and Pop, BTS.
But you know what though?
Love them.
Didn't you tell me that like they're way more popular over here than over there?
Yeah.
So they have to change it up and get more emo to get to sell here.
I can see that. Yeah. I think this was pretty easy. She a baddie.
I thought he was gonna be like there's some hoes in this house.
Hey, don't go to the next one without me.
Call me, swallow me.
She a baddie. She's showing her panty. Stop playing with them. Riot. That's all I got.
I don't know why.
I took a screenshot that was way too small.
That seems like harder. I don't know why.
I'll read it again. She a baddie. She's showing her panty. Stop playing with them. Riot.
Wait, she a baddie showing me a panty. I know the song. It's English.
Is it?
I think it's English.
I was gonna say Korean first, but I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah, you're right. It's Ice Spice.
Yeah.
Deli by Ice Spice. That was fun.
Let's go.
I did not think you guys would actually struggle in any way.
Uh-huh.
That was cool. How much did you guys get?
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
I got 8 right.
I got 6 right.
Whoa.
Let's fucking go.
All right, nice.
Fudge you in the mouth, boy.
Did you
What?
guys recently hear some current event news that it was all over my TikTok, but I guess North Korea, speaking of your love, North Korea,
Your one true love.
I guess North Korea is trying to take down their Statue of Peace,
Uh-huh.
and they're basically signaling like, we done. We coming back. kind of
Wait,
thing.
so like they're not peaceful no more?
I think that's what that's signaling when they're going to take down that Statue of Peace between the both Koreas. They're going to start. It's a signal, like a war signal, I think.
Yeah.
Because they don't have an actual signage of like we're done.
Yeah.
It's just a peace treaty, if anything, right? And it's not even a real one either.
Yeah.
So that happened. I don't know if they took it down or not, but from what I heard afterwards, Japan and the U.S. and South Korea together, they ended up flying their Air Force around like where they're allowed to. And I think it was just a show of strength. Like, yeah, keep it up.
Yeah.
Keep it up, man.
Yeah.
But that's so scary that they're
That
just
is.
like, no more Mr. Nice Guy type
Yeah.
of shit.
Well, it brought me to this thought, and I was thinking about this too. I was like, let's just pretend there's a war, right?
Mm.
What do we do?
Hide
do we
under that table?
What did you say?
Hide under that table?
I meant like, okay. That table will break. If you guys don't know, it's made out of plywood. No, but I was actually thinking about that. I was like, where do we go? What do we do? Did we just live a regular life? Because I was thinking about it. I was like, World War II wasn't here.
Yeah.
Did people just keep working?
They
Did I
did.
stop paying?
But people have like talked about how if there were to be a world war, it might be on our soil.
Why?
Because like we're kind of the enemy to a lot of people.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
So like they're all just gonna be like, let's just attack them and just fight it out there.
Do you guys think they'll draft 3 stupid podcasters and make them talk to them?
You know how many podcasts there are with 3 stupid podcasters leading it?
You can't get rid of Impulsive. You can't get rid of Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I know. We're next.
We're first in line.
We're first in line. God damn
Wait.
it, you're right.
No, you guys are. I'm not a U.S. citizen.
God damn it.
I can't be drafted.
All right, I'm going to break my own leg. How are you going to avoid the war?
I think I might be too old at this point for the draft.
Nah, this is a different war.
Yeah.
Different kind of war. There's,
Played by
there's a
different
big
rules.
draft.
I know the draft has an age limit.
North Korea is in the game now. Things are different. Things are different.
I hate you. Actually, you can't do that. How do you avoid war?
Yeah. How are you going to avoid the war?
He lost a leg.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go to medical school.
What?
You would be like a medical
debt?
guy,
I know. I would go to medical school and just be like, I can't. I got to be a doctor.
but then they would send you out to protect the people.
Here's the thing.
Be on the front lines of the... Sorry.
No,
yeah,
you're
but,
good.
but we need doctors.
Okay. You're right. Here's the thing. They're gonna ask you, since when did you have aspirations of becoming a doctor? And then when they ask you, how come you haven't done anything about it? They're gonna be like, so when are you starting? Well, I haven't been accepted to any schools yet, but like it's happening. It's in the works. It's on my dream board. Do you guys do dream boards?
I want to, actually.
I want to so bad.
I haven't been taking care of myself, so I don't do any of that. I used to journal all the time, but I've stopped.
Why?
I don't know.
It's hard to keep going, but I stopped hating myself for it. So now when I look back and I'm like, oh wow, it's been 6 months since I felt the need to journal, and it makes me feel better now.
That's actually good, too.
And it's crazy too because it's like even if just writing about my day,
Yeah.
it really makes me feel a lot better.
It does.
But I don't know. Maybe it's just that I just have issues, man.
I'm not special. I don't want to read about myself.
I never read anything back. I write it down and I read the entry and then I never look back on anything really.
Dude, I don't even read the entry.
God damn.
I just write it all out, whatever I'm feeling. If it's that much that I feel like I need to write it down or I feel in the writing mood, and then I
Yeah.
won't read it. My goal is as soon as I finish the last page, I'm going to burn it.
That's actually pretty solid. Like, yeah. I want to keep mine around because I want to like eventually get to the point where like I'm like fine, and then like if I'm older, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, if the war, you know, they don't draft me, I would just like I want to like look back at it and like be able to read like what I was thinking at that time, where my headspace was at and stuff.
Honestly, I did do that when I was during my last move.
Yeah.
I found one of my like old journals from high school.
Yeah.
And I read some of the entries.
Yeah.
It was pretty magical.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
You guys don't happen to have an unhealthy obsession with journaling, do you? Because like I realized I have about 10 journals, and each one's for a specific thing.
I do too, but
Yeah.
I
And they
I
all
only
kind of
read
look the
one.
same,
Yeah.
except for one of them.
Mine are just like different colors.
Yeah, same.
I try to do that, but then I can't afford moleskin all the time. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, these are good. What do you call it? Alternatives.
5-star. Oh,
What?
like the
Yeah.
5-star ones.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, can you guys give us 5 stars?
Oh yeah, give us 5 stars on Spotify, please.
We were so nice for a while about this. We were just waiting until the end of the episode. No
Yeah.
more. Give us 5 stars.
Yeah, there's only one 5-star review, and it's for me.
I was so happy. I thought that was someone random. I didn't know that. Was just
Dude, if you're gonna make moves like that, you gotta let us know.
What do you mean?
No, he doesn't, because I was happy for a good minute. I felt like, man, we're doing it.
No, but like,
So you want the illusion. You want to live in the lie.
I was happy up until then.
but the thing is, if I do it, you do it, and you do it, the algorithm will be like, oh, these guys are getting 5-star reviews.
This is the guy who invites me to his pyramid scheme, and he's like, well, if we all do it, there's some success.
Yeah. If you just tell 5 other people to do it, then you'll get like this much amount of money, and we can get Lamborghinis.
I got so disappointed when I saw some of our friends post social stories about that. Like, hop in, guys, jump in. And I was just like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Also, I think this is a criminal offense.
Is it?
Pyramid schemes are criminal.
You know what? Yeah, because they are purposefully like taking advantage of people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you are.
They're predatorial. In like a way.
Exactly.
Yeah, so the thing is, like, too, is like you can't be the last one in, or else you're screwed.
I know. The
Yeah.
only way you can work is if you start it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
Also, you must have some influence if people believe in you, or you're targeting some pretty, I'm sorry, but dumb people, because
Yeah.
the way they showed it on those stories. I'm sorry, someone's gonna feel bad after this. It was a triangle. It was a straight up triangle.
Wait, they put up like a graph of like how it works.
It kind of thing, and like names that were already in it. And I was like, first of all, now I know who to get mad at.
Yeah.
Now I know who to call the cops on.
Yeah.
And also, this is a triangle shape.
Yeah. It
And
was a
also-
triangle shape, dude.
Also, the amount of money that was moving through that,
Yeah.
ridiculous. It was like, I think a few thousand.
Holy
Because they weren't like, oh, it was like put in $100, and then I think at the top it was like 1,000 per person, something like that. Like, by that's how much they had.
Wait, is it like one of those ones where it's like you put in 100 now, and then somebody will get like the lump sum, and then like the next person will put in like 100, and then eventually it'll be your turn?
Yeah, but like when people stop caring or believing in
Yeah.
it doesn't work. It only works
Eventually
for the
the-
first person.
Yeah, like eventually you just won't come, you know?
Yeah, because eventually people just put it on Facebook, get called out, get embarrassed, and leave.
Yeah.
Don't you guys think that's kind of like, oh well, you messed up your own life kind of thing? Like
Yeah.
if you get burned by that, because like I feel like it's a kind of, it's clear what it is. You see the shape,
Yeah.
you see if you have to buy in, that's not investing.
Yeah.
When they say hop in, you're not investing, sir.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true.
I
We
knew
should
it.
start our own pyramid scheme.
I think it's this podcast.
Send us money. We'll send you guys money back somehow. No, we won't. I actually can't promise that. I
No,
remember
don't
seeing
do
that
that.
on iCarly once, and
Yeah.
they got in trouble for that.
That's where you pull your references from.
That's where I get my legal advice from, is iCarly.
Old Nickelodeon shows.
Yeah.
I'm 90% sure we can always use the phrase, this is a comedy podcast.
Yeah.
Nothing here could be serious. I should put that in the bio.
Yeah. Nothing
You guys-
on this show is like real.
Oh my God, we can get away with so much.
Start singing slurs, Patrick, go.
No.
Okay, damn it.
I'll start. I'm just kidding. That's terrible.
That is terrible.
I have a quick question for you guys.
Hmm.
I've been thinking about this for a while. Do you guys actually feel happiness?
Happiness?
Mm-hmm.
Um.
Because I don't know what that feels like. I didn't recognize that until recently when I took an autism spectrum symptom thing. For context, my family has autism.
Mhm.
Like, there's actually people in my family that have it, specifically my brother. And I remember being told early on that if one sibling has it, there's a high chance the other one has symptoms of it as well. Or they have it as well in some case. And there's also some people who believe everyone has some level of autism.
Yeah.
So I took the test thinking about, like, if I did have it, I think the test is if you do have it, here's the range of your symptoms. One of the biggest ones was depression. And
Wait,
it was
really?
and it had to do a lot with the fact that a lot of the questions I answered like negatively to, it was about how like, do you feel happiness? Do you feel joy? Do you feel these things? And I had to think about it. I was like, I don't know what joy and happiness feel like. Like I was like, oh, what about when like someone surprises me? I don't get happier. I don't feel that joy. I just feel like nervous. I feel uncomfortable.
Okay, so what I'm getting is I don't have to get you Christmas presents anymore.
You really? Yeah. That's
I
kinda
do.
True.
I honestly do feel joy.
Uh-huh.
Like when I show up at Chipotle, and there's
Joke
no
about my pain. Keep
and
going.
there's
Keep
no
going.
and there's no white family with like 5 kids.
Dude, you
in
brought
front of
this
me.
up in the past, man.
Dude, what do you have? Why?
Okay,
What did this family do?
He has racism. That's what he has. Prejudice is what this man
Against
has.
upper middle class white families, yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
We're in a year where it is possible to be racist to white people. So you need to cut back, sir.
That's what people say, that like you can't be racist towards like white people.
Yeah.
You can.
You can be prejudiced. I get where they're coming from because like the term racist, it's a whole bunch of stuff behind it. I'll explain it to you off the pod.
Yeah.
But I am definitely find them more annoying, and I have less patience for them, and I have a lower opinion of them like right off the bat.
God damn, dude, you fucking
They're
holy hell.
They're just upper middle class white families. I just find to be incredibly insufferable right off the bat.
Are you envious?
It might be some envy. I think it must be that it's just that it's like I feel like they were raised with way more opportunity and chances than we have.
Yeah.
So and there is a part of me that's just like a little envious of it. I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All
I'll be
right.
honest with that. It does come from envy.
Okay.
And I feel like all like the crazy kids I went to school with
Yeah.
were all upper middle class.
Yeah.
And I didn't like them then, but I could verbalize it that it was because they had so many safety nets in place.
Yeah.
I could not act out like the way they could.
Interesting.
And get away with everything.
All right,
It's
quick
like all of them were the youngest children in their family.
All right, quick question.
What's up?
We're all Mexican, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had a choice to be any race, what would it be? Guys,
Oh
go.
my God.
White, right? White? Right,
It
guys?
would be nice to be an American
Right.
citizen by now.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
would love to own a blaster. I would like to be able to use. No, I got amendment rights and actually be listened to instead of
Yeah.
laughed at. And I also would like to be able to go to Starbucks
Uh-huh.
and get the fall drinks and not
Yes.
feel like weird about it.
Like, feel community, you know?
Like you want to be able to like go attack a Target employee for the Stanley Cup and feel part of it?
Yes. And no repercussion would come from it
whatsoever.
You would just
It's
be
so
like,
fucked up.
you just be like, oh, don't do that again. You're just like, all right, my bad, guys.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? That's actually really interesting you bring that up. You know, we were going to talk about my serious talk about how I don't feel joy and everything.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is more interesting about your prejudice towards white people. So let's keep it on here.
Oh, God.
I have heard the argument that you can't be racist to white people. Like you said, it's a prejudice.
The prejudice would be a more accurate term.
But I was thinking about this. What if you're in a different country that's not white and then white people come? Now are you racist?
Oh.
Because that's happening in Mexico, like Mexico City,
Yes.
where there's gentrification starting. I guess they're thinking it's starting to happen with white people who are coming in to live there, American citizens.
Yeah.
They're starting to live there, and then now they're getting. I can't wait to talk about this later in more detail. And now they're getting deported.
Yes, they are. And this started happening.
People are being deported from Mexico?
American
citizens are being
Wow.
deported.
Yes, because they're fucking causing some horseshit while they're
That's
over there.
awesome.
It's also, I mean, on a political level, it will ruin the economy. It can affect the economy. I don't want to say ruin, but it can affect the economy. It does cause gentrification, things like that. It just causes things that are not favorable to the locals.
Yes.
So-
yeah, because it's like they started doing this since COVID because you know there was like the lockdowns, everybody was working from home, and they were like, you know what, this fucking country sucks. You know this one.
Yeah.
Let's just move to Mexico City, and because we work remote anyway, and we'll be coming in with our American paychecks and American dollars.
Yes.
So they can live like kings over there.
Don't get me wrong. I thought about it.
And so, but then gentrification happens.
Yeah.
Rent skyrockets to where like locals can't live there anymore. They can't even afford to like eat around there or live there. So they're just like, and then like more and more people are coming, more like wealthy Americans are coming over there, and just changing shit up. And gentrification is always bad for the locals.
Oh, of course, 100%.
Always bad.
But now we get back to the question: if you're in another country, can the locals be racist towards white people?
I think I would say so because they are the systemic oppression.
Okay, what? Use smaller words. I want to help, but like I can't.
Yeah, like if I moved, just naming it off the top of my head, if I moved to like Cambodia, where everyone is Cambodian, and they start treating me like shit specifically because they're like, we don't like Mexicans or Americans, specifically Mexicans, since they are the system, I would argue that they are being racist to me because they are the system and they are keeping me from like having a better class of living.
And how does that make you feel?
That would be shitty.
So now imagine the white family you keep talking about and bringing all over this podcast.
Damn.
Every other episode, sir.
Damn.
They just want to feed their family.
Damn.
Oh yeah, they just want to feed their family and then return to their huge brick house.
You don't know their situation.
They
In
have-
my head,
Yeah.
I think of 8 Mile, and I think it's all RVs. I always think that when
You think they're all M&M?
Also, a brick house, dude.
Yeah, you've seen the really nice neighborhoods
Yeah,
around here.
but then that means that they got bad Wi-Fi signal.
that is true. You didn't think about that, huh?
Yeah.
You don't feel bad.
You don't feel bad about
You
their
don't feel
bad
bad about
Wi-Fi
that.
signal.
No, I really don't.
Wait, okay, so
I
if
can't wait to
Mexico,
do clips for this episode.
wait, so if Mexico is like being, let's say, gentrification,
Gentrified.
gentrified.
Damn, that's 3 today.
Yeah.
Good shit. Wait, 3 what? Oh,
Jinxes.
you guys were like in sync.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Backstreet Boys kind of girl myself, but since they're being
You actually
gentrified,
rolled your eyes.
Because he's wrong. He's wrong. I don't know how else to say it.
since it's being gentrified right now, what's the next wave? Where do we go after that?
Canada.
Canada?
Where do like Americans go?
Like, where should we go? Where, like, because that is already taken care of, right? That market's already being, like, demolished. What's the next one that we go into? Like, so we're ahead of the curve.
I get it. I
We're
get
ahead
what
of the
he's saying.
curve.
Where I get what he's saying now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where else do we go and make it our own?
Yeah. Where do we colonize next?
Just kidding, dude.
All right, let's take notes. I'm thinking Europe. We just take it back.
Oh, shit.
Has anyone ever thought of that?
Actually, Europe's already on top of it.
Uh-huh.
What?
And I think my girlfriend told me the other day don't quote me on this.
I'm quoting.
But I think they were like if you don't have don't quote me on this, but basically I think they're making it really hard for Americans to be able to move there
Why?
because we're fucking assholes.
How do they make it hard?
Yeah,
that
I
it's
heard
like they're
about that,
making
yeah.
it so much harder to get visas over there.
Mm.
And that it's like you better have a good ass job, like a good ass reason to be here.
Yeah.
Because other than that, we don't want you.
Damn.
Japan is the same thing.
Yeah.
They love tourism. You know, they love all that because it brings a lot of money. Tourism
Yeah.
is huge, right?
There's so much stuff to see over there.
But they want you to get out.
Yeah, they
They-
want you in and out.
Yeah, they don't. They make it so hard to get any type of residency or anything like that for foreigners. I think you also have to in most of those countries where it's hard to get residency or citizenship. You have to lose your original one.
Really?
A lot of countries are like that. I think.
You have to abandon your country?
You
have
really
to
do.
renounce your original citizenship.
Yeah.
That's dramatic.
There's only a few countries you're allowed to have like double citizenship of.
Yeah.
And it's also not an easy process. The only one that's pretty easy is Mexico and the United States because it's in Mexico's constitution that any person born from parents that are from the land, you don't even have to be born over there technically, right?
Yeah.
You are technically a Mexican citizen.
Yeah. So
Alex
and I are. Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys can technically claim double citizenship.
And we can legally own land over there.
Whoa.
I mean, do you really want to?
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's
I
scary.
do, but I get scared.
It's very scary to do that.
Yeah.
Because then if you build something too nice,
Yeah.
you are sticking out.
Yeah.
That's always been my worry.
Yeah.
Like
In certain areas, obviously.
I do have a fantasy of like
Owning a lemonade stand?
Me too!
Yeah. Let's
do it.
fucking open one up in Mexico.
What?
Let's open a lemonade stand in Mexico. Claim land and open up a lemonade stand.
I'm glad he's the investing one out of the three of us. he thinks of things we just wouldn't.
This is kind of dumb, but like sometimes like I don't know, like sometimes I just like want an excuse to get more tattoos. Or sometimes where like if I go to a country, I kind of like the idea of just getting like the phrase "dirty foreigner,"
Oh.
or "loud foreigner," like in the language tattooed on me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like if I go to Japan, get "loud foreigner" in Japanese on me.
Yeah.
If I go to Denmark, loud foreigner.
But it just looks sick as hell. And
Yeah,
then when it's like, damn, cool tattoos.
And then I'm just like, it's all the same thing, man.
It all just says loud foreigner.
Loud foreigner.
You might get weird looks.
I might.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's like, that American's a good one.
That one's a good one. He's self-aware.
Yeah.
He knows his place in the world. And it's not in this place.
You know what you should get instead? Get Guaylo.
What is that?
Guaylo means white devil in Chinese.
Oh my God.
But that doesn't apply to me.
But write it in English.
Write it in English. Okay.
Romanize it. Now it's worse. You know, I was thinking about that too. About all that citizenship stuff and all that other stuff. I was thinking about it this year. I was like, man, I really want to travel somewhere. I don't know where. I think I'm a little jaded now because I've been to places that mimic what other areas would be. Like, I really want to go to Seattle for sure. But I've been to like Toronto and things like that. And now I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think things are going to live up to Toronto.
Really?
I'm still thinking about that
Wait.
2 years.
I have a question. Because earlier you were talking about like you don't really experience joy that much. When you went to Toronto, did you feel like you experienced joy?
I don't know if I experienced joy. I just had a lot to do. There was so much to do in Toronto. I took so many pictures and things like that. It got me busy. And I realized that when I'm busy, in my head, I think I'm happy.
Yeah.
But the thing I think about consciously a lot is just the fact that I don't know what pure happiness is supposed to feel like. Like, if my girlfriend smiles at something I say or something like that, in my head, I think, oh, she's feeling good joy.
Yeah.
But like someone says something to me, I don't know. Well, I laugh.
Yeah.
I do all that. That's why I don't understand. I'm like, maybe I just never recognize what the feeling of joy or happiness is.
But can you like draw from experiences of like when you have felt it? Like, I'm not saying to like open up now if you like you don't feel like it or like it's not coming to you, but like you say that like
it's
sometimes
gonna come to me in 1 second.
But like you say that like you journal and stuff like.
Oh no, my journal is I'll be honest, my journal is dark.
Really?
My journal is dark. That's why no one's allowed to read it. My girlfriend's not allowed to read it ever.
Is it more of like a manifesto than a journal?
Look, all I'm gonna say is your name's in it 3 times.
Oh God, that's the curse.
No, but what he's leaving out is that it's covered in hearts.
Shut up, dude. Shut up.
Like, no, it's not.
You know, I'm thinking about it now. I think the only time, I guess what I'm trying to say is happiness and joy for me don't come so easy. Because in situations like, I'll give you an example. When I graduated from high school, I saw a lot of people being so happy and stuff like that. I just felt awkward. I felt nervous. I felt like I didn't like all the attention because obviously it's on you. You graduated.
Yeah.
But I can recognize that, like, probably at the very beginning of my relationship, I felt like what I can remember as being like very happy when I first started dating my girlfriend. But then after that, I think about it.
Was it because you nabbed a MILF? Get it? Because she's older than you.
But she's not a mom.
I know. I just wanted to point out that she's older than you.
Oh my God. I think the easiest way for me to think if I've had like long-term happiness or like equate is like, do I wake up in the morning and feel happy? And I don't think I do, but I also don't feel anything negative. I don't really feel anything.
Yeah.
I just kind of zone through the days a lot. And it's been like that for years. It's not like something new.
Yeah. I guess there's kind of like this misconception that like people think that like in order to be happy, you have to be happy like 24/7.
That sounds exhausting.
And that's just not true. Like, cause.
And I hate happy people. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I legitimately hate overly positive, any kind of, I just don't like a lot of positivity.
Is it to do with like a little bit of like his thing where he hates white people because he's envious? Like, do you envy a little bit? Like,
it's annoying and it's cringy to me.
Okay.
It's fake also to me.
Also, they are just assholes sometimes. It's not just me.
I don't know, man. No, Alex, are you complaining?
No.
Not me neither.
All right, cool. Wait, what?
Why low?
Oh my God.
I love white people and other people,
I just like everyone.
but I hate certain ones.
James, that was the most bullshit thing you ever said when you said you love everyone.
I didn't say I love.
Yes, you did.
Did I say like?
You said I love everyone.
I don't love
anyone.
I like and tolerate most people, but I don't like people that much. Have you guys ever actually felt hate for someone that you didn't know?
That I didn't know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can give you 5 examples for today.
That's
easy.
not like hate, just like dislike, I guess, but not like full on hate. A group of people, yeah, for sure. But other than that, no.
Okay, what do you mean a group of people? What the fuck?
And what do you call a group of people? Like two people doing
Like
a
the slur
podcast
for them? Oh no, sorry. Huh?
Two people in the podcast or
No. Good times.
Patrick? I mean, besides that family that you keep.
Yeah. Who else do you have disdain for?
Yeah.
God.
Ooh, good word, buddy.
Thanks, man.
else
I'm
do I-
trying to read more.
Honestly, like no, when I was a kid, I think I was a little overly bitter, so I would kind of hate everybody. Like not everybody, but just I hated a lot of different people.
I think you were a little cynical.
I
And
was.
and it did linger a little forward, but not as much as before.
Yeah, no, I think I've definitely chilled out more. I'm more empathetic. I'm more understanding.
Oh, you are empathetic.
Yeah.
I like that so much. Oh yeah, how about that?
I think that. What do you mean?
You guys are empathetic as hell.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You think that's like another like
That's
check in the
autism
spectrum thing?
You know, to be honest, yeah, because I was gonna mention that the other thing that was spiking was I have the biggest one almost filled the entire bar up by -1 bar, poor eye contact, and then it was depression, and then it was social difficulty, and then I have flat speech or abnormal. I don't know what that means. Abnormal posture was very low because I got that good posture. I don't have noise sensitivity. And then I have apparently I'm aggressive. Tics and fidgets. That's me biting my nails probably my whole life. But like, I mean, this is, keep in mind. This is,
Alex is thinking of himself.
well, keep in mind, this is if I did have it.
Not that it's bad.
It's
Yeah.
not bad at all. If anything, I think it's a superpower.
A lot
But
of people say that.
if I did have it, I have a moderate symptoms.
Mhm.
I have moderate symptoms, which I think is a little more than light. You know.
Yeah.
So, where was I going with this? Oh, bad memory. That's just me.
Oh, I was gonna say, is that part of it too?
No, that's just me. But you said something. You said something smart.
There's no
I
way
remember I
did.
said the word disdain at one point, and that was pretty cool.
Oh, the empathy thing. I feel like for a long time I haven't been able to be empathetic, and I don't know why. Like I know what to do. Like I make jokes about other people like you're simping, right? Obviously I'm joking, but I also realize like I know what to do, but it doesn't come to me naturally. I realize that like people crying, I'm not comfortable. People feeling a lot, not comfortable. Like I don't know if it's like a family thing at this point. Like we didn't show emotion, which I'm sure we did, but like I don't know what it is. Emotions like make me very uncomfortable. But I thought it was interesting. Because, as like I said, there is some research that indicates that, you know, if one person is diagnosed autism, sometimes other people in the family also could be diagnosed, whether it's more, lighter, whatever it is, in the symptoms. So I thought it was interesting if I took it and just base it around also like what I know about my brother and see exactly what, if I was diagnosed, how my symptoms would compare, to like whatever this test says. And I guess, if I were to be diagnosed, maybe they would be moderate. And that surprised me very much.
Dang.
I will say this, though. What I don't like when it comes to this kind of stuff is people who avoid the whole topic as a whole. Because in my head, I think, I've always thought this, you do a disservice to anyone who has some kind of special need or people who have handicaps.
Yeah.
You do them a disservice by never acknowledging that they exist.
Yeah.
People like this exist. I mean, like, keep in mind, how come you can go on WebMD and believe that you have lymphoma?
Yeah.
Something like that, just based on a few symptoms. So, you know, why can't you also kind of look at yourself and be like, I do this, X, Y, and Z. I should look into this because whatever, right?
Yeah.
But it bothers me that a lot of people avoid this topic just because they feel like, it's not okay to talk about it. It's like, no, you not talking about it makes it worse, in my opinion, because now you're not humanizing these people.
Yeah.
You're making them seem like they should be hidden.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's right. Or some people just do a bad job at dancing around it. And I don't know, and I just legitimately don't think you need to dance around it or act like it doesn't exist. It exists.
Yeah.
And like I said, some research believes that majority of people have it, if not all people, on some kind of spectrum. So it's like, why are people so sensitive?
Yeah, because like if you're somebody that's dancing around it, then you're just kind of making it seem like it's something to dance around.
Exactly.
Instead of making it be like, no, they're just a part of our society. Like we should just treat them the way that you would treat anybody.
I don't see the difference either between like you having some kind of special need, some kind of handicap, let's say, or some kind of other thing. What makes that person not the same as you?
Yeah.
We're all just a little different.
Yeah.
Literally, everyone's organs look a little different. They're a little off. Some people's hearts are a little to the right, a little to the left. No one is exactly the same.
True.
So it doesn't make sense to me when people dance around topics like this, because it's like you're the only one making it weird. People who have whatever, they want to feel acknowledged just as much as I want to feel acknowledged in certain things, right? It's not. Yeah. So that's my little speech.
Yeah. That's like solid. Yeah, that makes so much sense. Because like, why do we just like alienate a group of people just because like they have something that like you don't?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you were to do that about every single thing that like everybody does, nobody would be like, everybody would dance around every little thing that somebody does or like is. You know what I mean?
In low key, I kind of feel like it's on the same way Patrick has prejudice against white people,
Upper middle class
people.
Uh-huh.
And Jeff Bezos.
He totally deserves it.
Okay. It also gives me this idea. I don't know how to word it, so correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But in a way, I also feel like like you said, you're alienating a whole group of people with special needs. But at the same time, you're also you're putting them down. Yeah. In my head, I feel like you're putting them down if you feel like I got to be extra careful with these people. I mean, of course, there's outliers. There's people who really, really need extra help and things like that. That's different. That's not the majority. Yeah. Right. So it's like, I feel like you also have some kind of, I don't know how to say it, but like you put them down a step in society. And I don't think that's right either. Yeah.
Damn, that's actually like, wow. I never realized that. And like people are just okay with that.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
But everybody else gets canceled for like things that are not having to do with anything else. Like, I don't know, Kendall Jenner with the Pepsi thing.
Yeah, right.
We focus so much on that.
That was pretty fucking
that
stupid.
Was bad. That was bad. Okay.
That was pretty fucking stupid.
But what you're right.
She didn't deserve like death threats, but she did deserve she deserved that. Come on.
The SNL skits about it were solid. They were so good.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I did not watch the Pepsi commercial once. I just know it was in bad taste. Yeah. But what I was trying to get at with that in that case is that people always focus on canceling people for things like that, things like the magnifying glasses on things like that. Right? Yeah. And like it's almost like a reverse magnifying glass on people with special needs. Yeah. I don't know what you call that. A minimizing lens. Ooh, they minimize. A minimizer lens. Yeah. That's an interesting way to say that.
Yeah, because I was also listening to like this podcast called Jeff FM, and on it he kind of got like into a lot of trouble because him and his like co-hosts and stuff, they were all gonna take a autism test, right? And they got like hated on really bad for it. Like they were saying that it was in bad taste because like they were throwing around jokes and stuff. But at the same time, like when you make fun of something, because they weren't necessarily making fun of it itself, they were just kind of like having like a fun time. But it's like, why can't you have a fun time with stuff like that?
Yeah. And I mean, granted, if you're doing it in bad taste, like you're making fun of someone for possibly having it. Yeah. No shit, that's bad taste. Yeah. But if you have a legitimate curiosity, because a lot of people have it and they don't know. Yeah. A lot of people don't know because they just don't get diagnosed or their symptoms aren't severe enough to get to have that like lingering thought like maybe I should go get diagnosis. Yeah. In Jeff's case, I don't know the whole story, but I mean, I just don't get it. Why can you joke about everything serious, but you can't have fun with, let's say, special needs things? Not in the sense that you're making fun of it, but more than anything else, make them part of the joke. Yeah. Always include people that you can, right? Yeah. We make blind jokes. Yeah. I don't. Okay, I don't. Yeah. You guys, but
I don't. What are you talking about?
That's scoff.
I don't make blind jokes.
I'm probably blind.
I love Daredevil.
But what I was to say is like there's comedians who get away with making jokes like that. Yeah. Because they're jokes and stuff like that. But sometimes I get a little cringed out because I'm like, you're targeting that person. Yeah. Whereas like, why can't we include people with autism in the joke? Like you can make jokes about, let's say there's a comedian who makes jokes about his uncle with Down syndrome. I forgot his name, but he always makes the joke about how his uncle has this thing for grilled cheese sandwiches. Uh-huh. And the joke essentially is that they don't know where he keeps getting these grilled cheese sandwiches from. Okay. He just shows up at dinner and you just hear him go. And then the dad is just like, hey, did you sneak in a grilled cheese sandwich? And then he then he pretends to be the uncle. And he's like, no, what are you talking about? Yeah. You know? And then I was like, wait, in my head, I thought that's awesome because one, the joke is hilarious because then I guess he says his uncle with Down syndrome goes, I'm making them at night. That's what he says, his uncle says. But I'm like, wait, this is like, you're including someone with Down syndrome in the joke, but you're not poking fun at them.
Yeah.
You're including them in, because that's a real situation.
Yeah.
And that is real.
Yeah.
That there are people who talk about that stuff. And I'm like, oh, they have like fixation on certain things or foods, types like that. So I'm like, look at that. You would take something that is, happens with people like this.
Yeah.
And you include it in a joke that doesn't hurt them.
Yeah.
You make them part of it. And I think that's so much better. And includes everyone because everyone can get it on the freaking comedy show.
Yeah. Like even like if they were to be watching too, they would be like, "Oh, I relate to like this thing," you know?
They might.
Yeah.
But we're also, I mean, keep in mind, some of these comedians just have to try.
Yeah.
They might miss.
Yeah.
They have to, and unfortunately, they have to accept the fact that if they miss, they're gonna have to apologize heavily.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a stain on their career. But I honestly think too, if you try and you don't have any malice and you honestly think you're doing something right, why not? Try it out, see if it's hitting, talk to people within the space, and then go from there. I think there's also like Down syndrome comedians that were blowing up last year. I forgot who they are.
Oh,
Man,
really?
I'm bad with comedians, dude. Every single comedian I've ever brought up on the show, never remember their name.
Yeah.
God, I gotta find it.
Names.
I gotta find that comedian one more time. Both
And
of
if
those.
all
I
else
think the one
fails,
that you're talking about is Shane Gillis.
You think so?
Yeah.
Is he white?
Oh no,
Upper
aren't they
middle
all?
Yeah,
hey, and if all else fails, just get yourself really good surgery to give yourself a sharp ass jawline.
Yeah.
and the money will just come.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
my god, it's like
Dude.
It's like Matt Rife, dude.
That's what he was calling out. Going that Matt Rife route.
Why did he fucking answer that publicly?
What?
Like after like he got himself canceled, like a surgeon, like a top level surgeon, tweeted out being like, "When you created the greatest jawline known to man, only for that person to like get canceled like 3 months later." Matt Rife, publicly responded, tweeted back, and was just like, "You know, you're not supposed to talk about like your like patients like that, right? Like it's against the law or some shit." And everyone was just like, "Why would you publicly respond, you fucking dipshit?"
Like nobody named you.
yeah,
You just outed yourself.
yeah.
Not to defend Matt Rife. I just said all that nice stuff, and like I hope people are behind me on this, right?
Uh-huh.
Not gonna get canceled.
Okay.
What if it was a joke?
What if it was a
What if he was just like playing into the joke?
Yeah.
And also, I feel like he's trying to get rid of his female audience. What if he's trying to like uncover the curtain of like, this is not real? You know?
I know he's definitely trying to separate himself from the feet, but he was just doing that with
he
the jokes.
hates it so much, but it's like, bro, that's your audience. You found your audience.
Yes, and it was
Yeah.
organic.
Yeah.
and it was just lean in.
Yeah.
Like they'll be with you, and they'll be loyal, and they won't get toxic.
Well, you guys don't think that's wrong though? That if you're hot, you don't really have a choice and stuff like that? Because
what do
because
you
like
mean?
in this case, like Matt really cares about the art of stand-up comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really clear he works hard in it, at least from interviews and stuff like that. But
From what I've heard from other comedians, they always say that like that guy put in the work.
Yeah.
yeah, so I mean, like what I'm saying is, if he's really art driven, he might, and he's jaded now because he blew up based on that. And maybe it was cool for a minute, but it was really quick how the repercussions hit him. Maybe, but I don't know. Is it fair that just because he's hot now, that he can't focus on his craft? I don't know. Like Alex said, like that's your audience. You know, you found your audience, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's his audience. You know why? I had a few friends who bought tickets to his show,
Yeah.
and then they didn't want to go anymore because they finally heard his show, his actual comedy.
Yeah.
They've never heard his comedy. They bought the tickets just by seeing him.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, even if that's the audience that found you, I don't know if that's fair.
Because it's not like true audience. They're not there for like the right reasons.
They're not there for you. Yeah.
They're there for like how he looks.
Exactly.
Not there for like his comedy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then that's gonna feel awful.
Yeah.
It probably does suck because like he was putting in the work, and but here's the thing though, he got surgery to look better. He was already handsome before, but like he just had to have that jawline.
Yeah.
But like,
he wanted the attention.
okay, I'm gonna stop you there
Okay.
because that sounds really bad.
He wasn't sexually assaulted or anything like that.
Yeah, but if you put it into the perspective of a woman, and then you're like, she got that work done because she wanted the attention.
How do you
it's
sound now?
different.
I know.
We went over this, sir.
I know.
Sexist. Anyways,
Okay.
just kidding. No, but like, I don't think it's fair because I mean, who doesn't want to just look good? I mean, if you are insecure, you're not feeling confident for a long time. Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, no, I get it. Like I'm not saying he was wrong to get it. If that's what he wanted to do with his money from wilding out, you know, God bless him.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't even know why I did that. I'm not religious.
Well, I mean to keep that in mind too. I mean, God bless all of us. But no,
God bless the queen.
Fuck that bitch.
She passed.
She passed.
Fuck that bitch, dude.
What
the
is
British
wrong?
are gonna be so mad.
Dude, they're coming.
Fuck the British.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
Hey, I'm not
associated with them at all.
Did you see what
I
the
respect all
all
people.
of Ireland literally celebrated
Really?
when she died? Like
Okay.
there was like a video, like iPhone footage of a soccer match, and the entire stadium was singing and clapping. Lizzie's in a box. Lizzie's in a box.
my
Wow,
God.
that's terrible.
No, it was because her family fucked over their entire country.
Wait, really?
Yes,
But her
so like-
family or her?
her family and yeah, like her family, and I think her policies or whatever the fuck. Even if she still had, this was back when they still did stuff.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
totally fucked over Ireland and
All I'm
Scotland.
gonna say is that's so hardcore.
Yes,
And
it's
the
so
fact
hard.
that you're not giving me a clear facts, it makes me uncomfortable because I'm just like, what if we got something wrong?
Oh, no.
What if the Irish are just mad?
No,
for
the
other,
Irish
reasons.
completely justified. There was this, you know how they have like Irish step dancing? There was like this
Yeah.
group of professional Irish step dancers. After it was announced, they went straight to the fucking Buckingham Palace, and they danced in front of it while it was blasting Another One Bites the Dust.
Oh my lord! These guys are funny.
These guys are funny.
These guys
as
got
hell.
jokes.
These guys got jokes.
All right. Now that your ADHD ass is done with that
Sorry about
railing.
that.
I love how you started the last episode. No, we off camera. You were off camera. Fuck, off recording. You were just like, I don't really think I got ADHD.
No, I know. I do think I'm ADHD.
Yeah.
You were a little more nice. No, fuck. Anyways, now going back to the hot topic though. Hot topic. That's a good start. Oh fuck, mine's showing now.
But like I do agree. Like I think like he did put in the work.
Yeah.
He wants to be recognized for his ability, for his writing, for his performance. But what's getting the attention is that like, you know, he's very good looking to
Yeah.
the point where he's kind of odd looking. That's kind of my opinion of him. He's so handsome it's kind of weird looking after a minute. But and now he's getting all of this attention, but they're really here just to kind of flirt with him, see him be a little bit of a fuckboy, do his crowd work stuff, and not has anything to do with like his writing or anything like that. I do kind of get him just being like, I didn't actually want that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think just because you're hot, you don't get to live your dream.
I agree.
I don't think that just because you're hot, you don't get to try and get your flowers. Get your flowers for what you do.
Yeah.
I mean, if he ends up like having like a 20-year career, 50-year career, you know, whatever. I mean, I'd rather be recognized for my work than my look.
Yeah. It just kind of goes to show because like I was talking about it with my girlfriend, and I was thinking like he's at like this interesting intersection between like expectation and reality because of the way that he was, that like people assume that he was a certain way when in actuality like he's really not for the girlies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's really not.
Yeah.
And like he really is for the boys.
Yeah.
And that's fine, you know? But it's just that it's like, you know, he might have a good career after this once, because now more and more guys seem to like him. So I don't know, maybe girls will eventually just move away, and maybe he will have a very long career, and he'll find the audience that's more suitable for him.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think he's still probably gonna have a pretty large female audience, just because there are still lots of women out there who kind of like those kinds of jokes. I can see.
Yeah.
I just thought that he was in a very interesting intersection.
I do believe that he's gonna make a comeback.
Wait,
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
He got,
I
like,
know he
canceled.
made the joke about the waitress and everything.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm a little fishy on the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
I will say though, like I watched the special, the most recent one. Most of it I didn't like, but
Mhm.
the parts that I thought were the absolute funniest was when he wasn't talking about like women or anything like that. Was that airplane bit?
Yeah.
Of him on the airplane.
That was hilarious.
Battling for his backpack.
Yeah, that was the funniest bit.
He should lean into that.
Yeah.
Like that just goofy, silly shit that's like relatable, that's the type of stuff that he should be leaning into.
I mean, I'll say this: he's young. He's got plenty of time to craft himself into the perfect comedian.
Yeah,
and I don't know shit about comedy.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
so
but
my
like,
opinion matters nothing.
I will say that when he opened it up and he was like lecturing the audience about astrology, I was like, you don't know what you're doing.
You can no, he does, because he wants to distance himself from like the girls a lot.
That's fair.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense actually.
That is true.
I feel like he's breaking your image in your head.
No, I mean, like, I thought he was charming, but like I knew right off the bat kind of what he was like.
Yeah.
So when all this stuff happened, I was like, yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, because it's like there was some bits that he would say, like even during like his crowd work stuff, like little bits would come out where it was kind of sexist.
Yeah.
Kind of not like the most like clean stuff.
Okay.
And I'm just like, if that is kind of coming off the dome for him, it's probably kind of close to what he's like.
Yeah.
And it's only a matter of time before that stuff sort of comes out. And then there will be a reckoning.
And it did.
And it happened. Yeah. And
he was not apologetic.
I don't know if you know this, but like he got like basically, I don't know if you guys listened to Tana and her podcast on Canceled or whatever.
I heard that they blew up his life.
Yeah, because the co-host Brooke, she was kind of seeing him for a bit.
Yeah.
And then she found out that at the same time he was seeing a bunch of other girls too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that word got back to her because she got added to a group chat with other girls talking about him and stuff that like they have all been basically, I don't want to say victim. I don't know if that's like the right term. Being played, yeah.
Yeah, they were all played by him. Mm-hmm.
And they were all talking about how like they got played by him and stuff. And then like they were sending screenshots of stuff that he would say, and it was basically identical to what they were sending and what he was sending them.
Wait, that sounds so like just a regular player.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
But that's my take too, because I was just like, because people were like freaking out and stuff, and like even friends that I have been like talking to me about it, being like he's like a bad person, all this. And then I was like, oh, so like the guy who is on stage acting like a player and is a douche turns out to be a douche and a player.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Look, I want to know exactly what they mean. How did they get played? You know what I mean? I mean, if she goes into it, cool. The only thing I don't like is they know they're big. They know their show is big, right? I hate when people just expose other celebrities or like, you know, big people, because I'm just like, man, if I did that, which I have no shot, but if I did that, it'd be over in 2 days.
Yeah, but like Brooke, she's like for a while she was defending him and stuff too.
Okay.
Like she was actively a supporter of him and stuff, and like she's been played by like other people too, and she believes like not blowing up somebody's spot over stuff like that. But like apparently this time it was really, really bad, to the point where she was just like embarrassed, and she just felt like that she was like tired of it and was done.
I guess what I'm saying is, if he did something really, really bad, cool. You know, whatever you need to do your thing, right? Only thing is, I don't go to Matt for relationship advice. I don't go to him to understand how to date women or something like that.
Yeah.
I go to him for comedy.
Yeah.
Right? So like in my head, I always think like, why do we blow up celebrities, things that have nothing to do with their craft?
Yeah.
I know it's media, I know it's entertainment, but like, why do we do that?
Separate the art from the artist.
To an extent, because if it's like Chris Brown, I can't.
God damn it.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, like I said, if Matt did something really bad, that's different. If he's just flirting with a bunch of girls, I mean, like you said,
I mean, if he's copying and pasting the same
that's
message.
hilarious. That is hilarious.
He is. It's pretty audacious, you know?
It's hilarious not because like, oh, I think it's okay what he did. No. I don't think it's okay what he did. But I think it's hilarious because how lazy are you? You write comedy jokes. Why couldn't you be creative with the girls?
Yeah.
It's because he didn't have to.
Yeah, he didn't have to be creative. You know, and it could just be like especially if he like played with like their feelings. Yeah. And he was just kind of like, no, like I'm really into you.
No, he was, because he was saying that like he could see himself marrying them. And he was saying that to all of them.
Oh,
no,
that's different.
The kind of shit.
That's very, very different.
That's
okay,
foul.
I understand now.
But I still think that's just like a player thing, because I feel like I've met dudes who are like that, who have been just like, they'll just tell a girl anything that the girl wants to hear.
We know guys like this.
Yeah,
dude. It's not like it's a Matt Rife thing and things like. He just has more pull because of his looks and and maybe his level of success or something.
Yeah.
But like, to be honest too, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I would just agree with Alex 100%. He acts like a player on stage.
Yeah.
Why would you expect him to be any different?
And like he's probably a narcissist.
Definitely. You have to be if you're in entertainment, right?
Yeah.
So like yeah, true.
We gave ourselves 5 stars.
I gave myself a 5-star. I gave us a 5-star.
And my dreams are broken.
Is he implying that he left a bad review about the two of us?
But he liked
Imagine.
his part.
Yeah.
I only listened for that Alex guy.
I only put 5-star. That's it. I didn't leave a review. I should do that. These guys are so funny. They make me laugh. They make me bust. All that stuff.
And then you get like blocked by us. All right. Well, I think this was fun. It was a nice off the riff pod. I think we got some good talks in here, guys. What do you guys think? It was chill.
It was relaxed.
Yeah, it was chill.
I like that. I like that. Sometimes we need to bring down the energy. Sometimes we need to just. Oh, no one's gonna finish my sentence.
I don't like Matt Rife.
I was gonna say edge.
What'd you say?
What?
I was gonna say sometimes we just gotta edge,
And Patrick.
and that's why I don't finish sentences.
Hey, if you guys can, please like our stuff.
Yes.
No, if you guys can, please interact, comment, let us know. At the end of the day, our goal, whether you're 5 listeners, 10 listeners, 2 listeners, we just want to know how to get better.
Even if you're 5'5", we still value your opinion. If you're a short king, we still value your opinion, even though you're short.
Patrick?
I think what he said was more offensive than anything I just said.
Oh my God. Yeah, let us know what you guys are thinking. Comment on Spotify. Comment on our Instagram, TikTok.
Uh-huh.
Or else.
Holy shit,
Haha.
covering everywhere. What'd you say?
Or else. Haha.
I was going to say cut this out because I stuttered, but nope, keep
We're
it in,
gonna
guys.
cut all that.
Okay. Yeah. Comment. Let us know how you guys are feeling at Dynamic Trio Pod on TikTok and Instagram.
And we out of here.
Yeah, this was James.
This was Patrick.
This is Alex.
This is Dynamic Trio, the #1 podcast in this house. Out.
You're.
We should get spicier.
We should get spicier.
Everybody take off your pants.
Oh, all right.